thing. Nobody died. The fruit got poisoned. As far as you know, now you haven't. There's no way to confirm this yet, but as far as you know, they don't suspect a thing. Now they did. There was a lot of shenanigans involved. But Mel and Louis pulled off an amazing deception of, you know, Mel being an enemy coming out of the darkness to fire on Louis, and Louis pulling some connections and needing to speak to somebody apparently. And meanwhile, Sylvia was the quiet MVP of the night for actually completing the mission and doing everything while everything above her was going to hell. So, congratulations.
While actually completing the mission.
Look, I tried my best.
Y'all were a great distraction, so...
It was the very distraction. Anyway, so...
I rolled 2 natural 20s to evade an alarm spell.
You did, and that's what you needed, because shouldn't have worked. But you got really lucky, and the fortunes spoke in your favor that night.
Oh, also I almost
When
kicked
someone
Louis'
rolls two
ass.
You did almost kick Louis' ass, and I think that is where we ended off with Louis walking off after a confrontation. And I think that's where we're going to jump in. If, you know, it's the middle of the night. It's like 2 a.m. at this point. Stars above you, cloudy. Bahamut circling overhead. And, you know, tension's high. As you wonder, hey, what the heck was that?
Wait, as I wonder about the dragon, or as
No,
Sylvia's wondering.
Sylvia's wondering, and maybe some of the other party members are wondering, hey, what was that in there? And what was Louis talking about? He definitely used his own face. And it wasn't... Your party members were invisible and very there, present, so...
Speak for Mel.
That's true. That's true. Mel didn't stay invisible very long.
I was invisible at first. They had no idea where I came from.
Yeah, no, you know what? Did a good job. You thought on your feet, and the universe said paladins are not allowed to be sneaky unless the dice spoke. So what are y'all doing?
I'm still walking off.
I'm fuming in the alleyway.
Oh no.
Right. Okay. Mel, so Zach, where are you at?
We're still in the tree, right?
Yep, Arden is waiting by the tree. How quiet was that confrontation, Sylvia?
Got slammed
Do you
against-
remember?
All right. Hold on. Odds, it was quiet. Evens, it wasn't, okay?
Well, you slammed me against the wall, and then, you know, speaking angrily at me.
I can know how to do so discreetly.
Yeah, you were a little further into the alley than, you know, Sylvia is very fast. Grabbed him and dragged him in. So Arden looks at Mel and Sozak and was like, are they coming back?
Oh, also, yeah, I was invisible until I did that.
Oh,
yeah. Which you are no longer invisible. And she's like, Arden says, I felt part of my spell break. I don't know if that's a good sign. Hopefully it's fine. She looks around anxiously.
I'm just gonna have to trust in my companions for now. But
all right,
let's get ready to move.
Wait,
is
Louis going to the tree?
I thought I had to walk past the tree.
He already walked past the tree.
Oh, well, then I eventually do show up.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I missed that.
All right. So, Arden looks at you when you arrive. Presuming you're not stealthing, it's like, good. Do you know where... No?
Oh, Sorry. Keep talking.
Do you know where Louis is? Is he still back there?
Oh, you mean the trader?
What happened?
Oof.
Did he tell them? Was all this for naught?
No, he didn't say a word. I imagine he went forward.
So this is not something you knew about your traveling companion.
No idea.
I take. All right. Well, if he didn't tell anyone, it's best not to discuss this here anyway. Let's meet back at the. Oh God, what is it called? Let's meet back at the resting den. Frosting den? Frozen den. That's what it was.
Yes, let's.
Okay, so you make your way back, and it's late enough that no one else is really there, and she just she lets you in, and it's quiet and dark, and she sets up shop basically at this table. What are these blue?
Also,
and she said,
oh,
"Yeah."
Sorry. Can I also get my ring back once I did pass a tree?
No, because you didn't actually speak to Arden. Unless you wanted to have like,
I thought
unless you wanted to have.
I thought I had to pass by the tree to get pulled in by Sylvia. Or was that before the tree?
That was
before
a little
the tree.
before the tree.
Oh.
And then you walked off and presumably went your own way, and then like never interacted with Arden.
Yeah, you're right.
So the three of you gather. It's quiet. No one else seems to be here. So, well, at least hopefully that was successful, despite whatever complications happened with your party members. Thank you for your help, and she actually stands up and like gives you a little bit of a formal curtsy.
That's not necessary.
You have helped me and my people quite this day. I will not forget it. I know you had your own reasons, but still. If you require transportation anywhere, I will take you as far as I can get you.
Yes, well, we were needing to get to
Called Walden.
Literally just
Called
out of
Walden.
here.
Literally just out of here.
But anyway, anything to get out of the city would be, or the country actually, now that I think about it, would be preferable.
Well, I can certainly accomplish out of the tree. Let me pull up a map real quick. And she does pull out the map. And if y'all want to look at it, I think the old version is still in. No, not this one. There we go. Did that pop up on your screens?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and you should be able to like zoom in to make it bigger. I'm gonna look at the one on World Anvil though, because it's bigger. So she.
If you open it in a new tab.
There we go. I got it open.
There you go. Oh, you should be able to click on it and click on the middle of the picture. I believe in you. You know what?
You can also right-click and open image in a new tab, and then it'll be big.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I know how Google Chrome works.
Done this.
You can also save image as, and then you can choose a name for it and a location, and then you can open it with one of your own programs and edit it however you want.
I will destroy everything of mundane value to you.
Okay, keep me up.
Oh.
I can
Oh,
maybe
Rebecca.
get it on a map so I can like draw on it.
Oh,
and
God.
everything.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah?
Rebecca, you okay?
You became
Yeah.
a very like. You became a robot who's like battery was dying.
Or a baked robot.
Is our demon activity AI? Is this all some sort of
Mm-mm.
experiment? Is this a Turing test?
Uh-oh.
Is this part of simulation?
This was a Turing test to see if I could run a game, was my like last test before they gave me, A+ sparks on humanity.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
mean,
I'll
I
have to
had
go
no
into
idea
drawing
until that
board
moment,
and
so
decommission me and make a new version.
yeah.
I was doing a pretty good job. I think the next version will get it for sure. It doesn't want to upload. Anyway, so she takes out a map and she points to the lake called Cadwallader, which is, and if you see that what do y'all say? Yeah, if you see that is it on this map?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it. 'cause
In
it's
between
not on the screen.
Starfall and Painted Skies.
Yes, so that's Cadwalden, the capital of Starfall. And she says, I cannot quite get you to Starfalden, but I can get you to an hour or two from Cadwalder, which you should be able to take a boat there pretty easily. There's a pretty hefty route that goes through. Aha! I did it! Let's see if I can't throw this together real quick. This would be very handy to have. Oh god, it's gonna be very blurry. Make it bigger. There we go. Y'all see that?
Oh, it's on Roll20? God, I gotta keep going
It's-
through tabs.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wow, cool.
Wait, I see.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes.
And then there we go. Is that big enough? So I can zoom in as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, that's map layer. Well, actually, it's too late now. So, she says she can get you to
Where are the
about
enemies?
here.
You said there were the enemies on the map.
They're just like infinitely small.
Oh, okay.
No, that sounds perfect. I mean, we could probably walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, and if you took a boat, that's only a couple of hours, honestly. And like I said, there's traffic all up and down the Dragonfly and Heartway River. It's very the Dragonfly goes all the way to the crossing into the mists. So yes, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to sleep for the rest of the night, and then we can leave on the morrow. Besides the point,
to find Louis.
right? This would probably be a one-way trip, or at the very least, it will be harder to take you back. You would have to wait another day.
No, that's fine.
So, I think today has been quite exciting, and I would like to sleep. You can feel free to. There's a couple of rooms upstairs if you want to stay here, or add other accommodations elsewhere. That is also fine.
Yeah, slumber party.
I feel like that's
Alright,
all every night, but yes, that sounds. I'm okay with staying here if that's possible. Don't have to deal with papers
yes,
again.
Quite. Well, you should. You should have that.
Yes. I
But
keep forgetting that we have
quite
the
basic papers.
Yeah, the fake papers.
So she leads you upstairs, and it's not the right mood.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
I even have like an entire playlist labeled night chill, so it's more like sleepy time, chill time. Also, this is from Friends at the Table. Shout out to them. They're really amazing and I love them. Anyway. So she leads you upstairs and there's just a couple of rooms. She heads into one and unlocks the door for two others. And it's a pretty plain room. Beds. There does look to be like first aid kits on the walls. Next, like it looks like it's kind of like almost not quite a hospital bed, but like it's the midway point between a guest room and hey, maybe someone's sleeping here because they got hurt. Anyway, and you are able to go to bed for the night. Louis, what are you doing? How long do you wander the city, or do you come back to the frozen den relatively quickly, or do you wander for a while?
I wander off for like a small bit just to get a good distance. Is besides the igloo place, is there any other inns, hotels, anything around this area?
Yeah. There's a couple of regular inns of varying quality. What are you looking for? Just something not touristy or what?
Just something that I haven't been.
Okay, yeah. You find a pretty
Also,
rundown.
before I do that, I turn back into the same woman on my papers.
Right. Good call. You find a pretty rundown place relatively close to where you were. It's not quite as nice as the nice inn, but I mean, it doesn't. It's probably fine. It's serviceable. You slept in worse places.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink and then go to bed.
All right, easy enough. Go ahead and take 1 gold from your inventory to pay for the room and food.
Okay.
For your.
And then once I get back into my room,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast sending once more to Starling.
To Starling.
Yes.
Okay, right. All right, what do you say?
I'm gonna do this in 25 words because it's fun for me.
All right. Yep. Okay. You know what? If that's how if it's fun for you, definitely go for it.
Count as a word?
It's just
No.
we'll be leaving here in a day or so. I will find you and I will contact you once I am out of the city. From there we can schedule a meeting. And then I'm gonna press send.
Says, and you get a reply. That's fine. I was a bit busy this week anyway. If you can meet me sometime in the next 2 weeks, that would probably work. Let me know when you're coming, and we'll talk about it.
I'm not gonna send another spell, and I'm gonna go to
bed.
bed.
That's fair. Yeah, sending there's less pleasantries with sending because yes, you do have to be polite, but also that's a 3rd level spell.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go to bed and you're separated from the rest of your party for the first time in a while.
Oh man, Louis gonna bask in the loneliness.
Yeah, you do have a room to yourself, and it kind of reminds you of the fog you were in a little bit, and the feelings of isolation that you recently had thrown in your face. And maybe you miss some people.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's been a very, very stressful night, and a long one, so you still find sleep easily enough. Let's see. Okay. Let me think for a second.
I mean, I was also planning to walk back like tomorrow.
Yeah. No. I didn't consider sleep, and there's opportunities there that you have to take when it's offered. um, Mel,
That's me.
your dreams. Yeah, it's you. It's you. Who you know? Look, there's two people in this group that get crazy dreams. Sylvia can multi-class if she wants to. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah. Mel, your dreams are a bit fretful. There's nothing specifically reaches out to you. You're very familiar with that sensation at this point. Your dreams, it kind of feels like you have an open door policy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But no visitors tonight, just a lot of memories of fire and hatred. You see a flash. You hear the voice of Oleander in your head taunting you about some small mistake you made while you were working for her. And then you go back and to even before that when you first met her. And you remember when you left. And it's just a very fretful night. And at the end, this you're very familiar with the sensation of something foreign in your mind at this point. And this feels foreign, although it doesn't feel quite like the others. You see the sword again. It sits in a black stone, standing straight up. The air around you is warm and flickers between your goddess and your regret. The sword is bright white and bathed in a shining light that feels like it comes from within. And what do you do?
I pray to my goddess, I guess.
You call to your goddess, and the connection is still there. She has not abandoned you, but you feel something closer answer. Not quite, but just a sensation of something connected to you. And you get the sensation of quiet peace that you always get when you call to your goddess, but it is definitely the peace that comes with prayer and with centering yourself and knowing your strength and having trust in her trust in you. What do you do?
I'll just meditate for a little bit longer, I guess.
All right. You meditate quietly, and the sword, the light that had been a burnished red and had almost the surroundings that had been almost hellish in nature begin to change and shift as you think and concentrate, becoming lighter and more akin to your goddess's flame instead of more akin to your goddess's flame. And as you meditate and sit there quietly, the dream comes to an end, and you wake up.
Sweet. That was easy. Dream pass.
Dream passed! A+!
Oof.
I think, did we run a dream sequence? Nah, probably not yet. So everyone, look,
Eventually.
it's just like one
The
per
dreams
night.
will come for you.
Someday you too will have dreams.
Oh boy. That's neither here nor there.
I was making a joke that wasn't a reference to a. But now it is. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she's a Malkavian, so. So you all wake up, and it's a new day. It's, the morning light is there. You can hear voices coming from down. You hear a couple of, kids running around. Even upstairs, it's muffled, but, the building is definitely now occupied again. What do you do?
I woke up early and I've been doing centering meditation, like yoga type exercises or something.
Alright. Yeah, you center yourself.
Legit.
Maybe work through some of that anger that you held yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do some
bring
sun
yourself...
salutations and stuff.
Get your muscles warmed up for, punching people in the face. gotta stretch for that. It's very important.
Yeah.
Louis, you wake up. What time do you go back to the Frozen Den?
I was gonna give it a minute, and then I was also gonna switch out a spell.
Yeah. Do that. Tell me what you're doing first.
I would have probably grabbed breakfast, waited a bit, and then cast the sending. Do I want to do a sending spell? And the building that the claw is in is literally right next door, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was a fake next door.
What do you mean? Next door to what?
Oh, like the den, lion's den.
Frozen? No.
Okay.
They had basically taken over someone's home who's let them in and use it for a base of operations.
Oh.
It was just somebody's house.
Okay then. I don't know how I keep missing these weird details.
ADHD?
Yes. So I am going to get some breakfast, return my key, and walk back to the.
Right. No problems there. Louis shows up a little bit after breakfast time. You've had breakfast at the den was served out of the little kitchen they have in here. It was just some nice breads and very simple meats that Gorgug served. He had a little apron on, while Ulu looked after the kids. You definitely were not eating alone. It was definitely seems like it went pretty day-carry before you came back up, but Ulu seems to be pretty good at corralling them and keeping them from bothering you.
Oh no, I'm telling stories to the kids.
All right, well yeah, she definitely invites you over and is you give her that look of no, this is okay, and just gives you a thumbs up, and it's like, all right, kids, come on and listen to Sylvia here. She's gonna tell you about some stories. And so they all sit down on pillow piles while you're eating breakfast.
Age-appropriate stories, right?
Yes. I have a younger brother.
Give me a performance check, Sylvia.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no. Oh no.
I never said I was good at telling stories. Oh wait, I'm proficient in performance.
Why?
Why are you proficient in performance? So you tell some really good stories. Like you said, you have a little brother. You know the exact right excitement level to keep the kids engaged and having fun without sending them off the wall with, excitement and adrenaline, and like keep them on the edge of their seats and like gasping and clapping and, you have a very pleasant morning. And about
it comes from my subclass.
Oh right, yeah, I remember now. So just as,
Rip.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he goes.
Hey, okay, we back? No, he's gone. He's still gone.
Yeah.
He's back.
There he is. Hi, are you back?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Woohoo!
That was a pretty kick-ass performance score.
Yeah, especially because.
I have a +2, guys.
I know. Don't ask her to do
Performance,
any other
and -1 to everything
still.
else.
So as
I don't know how
breakfast
I'm
is
such a
wrapping-
skill monkey.
You talk what?
The brain cell. Just as you're wrapping stuff up and like Olu's starting to get like all the kids to help gather up all the dishes and start clean up, Louis, you walk in the door.
All right. The second I
and
walk
it's
in,
here.
I'm gonna open the door and close behind me and just go. I really hope no one pins me to a wall again.
Try your luck and find out.
Fuck around and find
We'll
out.
Find out. I know. I love that. Look, an alligator flag. I love it. Oh, sorry. Anyway. So, yeah, Louis, you can walk into like the main room and people are there. What are y'all doing?
I'm just gonna walk.
I want to meet up with Vance. Sorry, you
All right. Yeah, Vance comes down. And he's been down here, and if you wanted to talk to him off to the side during breakfast, you could definitely have done that. But he's like
just like chatter,
like catching up kind of thing. Just like, what are you up to? What have you been up to? Yeah. I love the one that's the clear flag behind it. And that kind of like chit chat through breakfast. I don't think it ever got like heavy or into anything particular. But he's mentioned he threw down a couple of names that you got familiar and like filled you in on how they're doing and stuff like that. Which seems to be mostly well.
Yeah.
Was there something particular you wanted to ask him?
The one thing that I wanted to kind of nail down was to figure out how we could contact each other after I left the city.
Right. Oh, so he gives you some secret codes and tells you some secret signs to look for to find someone who can connect to him, and then also some things that you can tell. He tells you about a network of secret messengers that are neutral and only work as messengers, basically.
Cool.
And that he might not be able to get wherever you need quickly, but he will help however he can if you need it. So write down that you have the Lion's Den contact information.
Sweet.
And then put in parentheses, thieves can't.
These.
And basically how that works is if you can go to the city and you can look for these signs of like these messenger services are just people who run around and give secret messages, and they will get that information across as long as you have the correct codes. And then he also
Awesome.
gave you, you also know how to spot some of the more overt Lion's Den members out in the wild.
Awesome.
Yeah. Alright, so going back forward in time, Louis, you have just walked in. What you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna quietly just, walk back and sit at the table. Unless someone stops me.
Did someone stop him? Where did his money go?
I move.
Alright,
I
No,
move.
but you feel like 50 eyes on you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm used to it.
they're all from Sylvia. Arden, after a quiet moment of this tense silence, says, "Look, I'm not going to judge you or get into what that was last night. I appreciate that you helped us and that you were on our side despite it seeming complicated for you. And I appreciate that greatly. And thank you once more." And she also gives another curtsy to Louis.
I do an acknowledging like half bow. It's just like okay. Can I have my
Yeah.
ring back?
Right. Yes. Thank you for letting me borrow it.
Thank you for returning.
And she takes the ring off and hands it back over.
Hey, I'm immediately gonna put that back on.
All right. Oh man. In any case, if you are ready, I can take you to the lake. Actually, Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
at this time, you hear a voice in your head. Zyle is speaking to you. Fucking eye roll, I love it.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk to Louis?
It's like getting that annoying text message from that one friend.
I don't know if you've noticed, Mel, but Zyle always sends his sendings to Sylvia.
Louis is more responsible. He's the one that has sending too. We should,
Sending always has one free response.
No, I know.
No.
I don't understand why he doesn't like Louis.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to make an insight check.
Dude,
for that,
a lot of people don't like Louis.
That'd be really hard since I haven't been able to be privy to any of these conversations.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So he says, "Hey, Sylvia. Change of plans. Cudwalden got a little hot."
It's like watching. It's like there's a face journey going on with Sylvia.
Apparently they don't like people snooping around. Who could have guessed? I'm going to meet you at the actual dig site. It's up a couple days in the Roseland Mountain Range at the Dragonfly River. I will be on the lookout for boats. Or however you come in.
25 words.
I respond.
Don't fucking get with that. Do that with me. It's fine. It's fine. We're not.
It was a short idea.
Don't fucking at me.
Oh, what the fuck did you do?
You just asked that person. Like he
For the
sends a
entire
whole
city.
free spell, and you're like, explain more.
Oh wait,
Would you like
no,
to
and then
know more?
I continue. Wait, never mind. Save it for when I see you. We'll be there when we're there. Just no more trouble, please.
Please. send another
You
spell
get
slot.
nothing back, but you can almost feel like the finger guns in your brain.
Yeah, so I'll change of plans. Well, kind of change of plans.
Okay, good.
Did you need me to take you somewhere else?
Do you have any contacts in the Rolling Mountain range?
Well, it depends on which side. I have quite a few in the mist.
Up the Dragonfly River?
Less so. I could take you probably. Did you need to get to the crossing? So the crossing. Okay, so just so let's go back to the map. Doop, doop,
Okay.
doop, doop, doop. So, as you can see, so this is where she was originally going to take you. And then, like, this is the Dragonfly River right here, up here. So this is the crossing right here. So it's probably about equidistant from either position.
But which way would be safer, I guess? I know they're about equidistant, but I mean, one way tends to be more treacherous than another.
If you're going by the river, which I do recommend, it is much faster. I'd probably suggest going up north, as you'd be skirting the Painted Skies, which is on the whole more friendly than Starfall. Not that I don't think it would be dangerous, but, well, there are strange things in those mountains, and it's better to come up from the south. Unless you need to go through the entirety of the mountain range, where exactly do you need to go? And, I don't know if that's, you need to go right here.
I don't have much of an idea. You just said he'd be looking for a boat.
Well,
so presumably it would be best to go by river.
I would recommend up Caldwell Ladder and up, follow the Dragonfly north. Then.
Yeah, that works for me. Does that work for everyone else?
Sure. Why are we switching location?
Somebody stirred up some trouble in the city.
Sounds like you just got caught. But okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, if you haven't noticed, he is a bit brazen.
Oh, I've noticed.
Anyways.
So what's the move now?
Well, if you're ready to leave the city, I can take you whenever you like.
Sooner
You
is
have
better
any
than
business?
later. Oh fuck. No, I'll save it for another day.
All right. So, unless you suggest otherwise, Arden leads you to a nearby tree. Vance takes a moment to say goodbye to you, Sozak, and he hopes that he says he's like, he lets you know that, he has your back, and if you need a favor, call on him, and that he hopes he sees you soon.
I say likewise. Yeah.
And so you walk out, and Arden takes a moment to possess herself, and winds swirl around her and play with her hair, and it's like her hair almost like stretches out behind her as the winds rile it up in a very unfairly pretty way. Like, it's one of those things where it's like the movie magic thing, except it's in real life, and it's very unfair. And then she twirls her hands, and the tree opens into a portal, and you can feel winds whipping through it and through the branches. Up above, you hear the leaves rattling on the tree as the portal opens up, and almost has like this momentum pulling it forward as the winds take it through, and she's quickly through. through. And presumably you'll listen.
Yeah.
And you feel the odd sensation as you run through in the 6 seconds you'll have. 1 round, guys. She follows quickly after her, and you feel the weird sensation of the Mel you felt before of almost becoming the wind and losing your corporeal form for just a split second. Before you come out the side of another tree. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Just a second. Oh, darn it. No, I keep... Hello, just a second. You come out the side of another tree.
Why is it always trees?
Because you're in a country of forests.
Okay.
That's why.
Why can't we just appear through solid rock?
That's good. That's gone. Hey, it worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's a little bit wider. It's a very... You come out and you hear the sounds of bird song and nature around you. The trees stand tall, and the sun trickles through them, their leaves, very peacefully. And Arden says, all right, if you go that direction, you should get to the lake. Good luck, and hopefully, safe travels. What's that?
And we should be able to catch a boat.
Yes, there's a dragonfly almost every day.
Wonderful.
If you
Hopefully
get there...
they take us.
It's a well-traveled route. The crossing is very popular, and it is much easier to go by boat than otherwise. So they are well accustomed to hitchhikers, although they do prefer you pay. Do you have the votes for passage?
Sure. Maybe.
Maybe?
I think she says, hold on. And she digs in and she hands Sylvia a small bag. This should cover all 4 of you. I wish you well on your journeys.
You know, for Faye, you have a lot of animosity towards Faye. You think I wouldn't notice?
It was not for your benefit. Fair enough. I have a lot of animosity towards those who rule the mist right now.
Fair enough.
The majority of Fae, they're...
assholes.
No! Or just people. Don't have any power within the Queen's court. She keeps her allies close to her chest, and believe me, I am working with those who dislike her.
Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I am going to start heading off now. Good luck. And you see her actually drop her transformation, and the rest of you are seeing her in her full Fae glory for the first time. Of like, her hair is like long, dark and black, and almost has like this purplish sheen. Her eyes are like the same color, but like somehow infinitely more sparkly and gemstone-like. And like her features sharpen up into that impossible gracefulness that the Fae have and mark them as not mortal. It would be inhumanly beautiful if it wasn't also a little bit terrifying. How pretty she looks. And you see large, gauzy dragonfly wings extend from her back. And as she says she's going to leave, and she says goodbye, she takes off, and she is gone in almost an instant. She flies so fast.
Zoom.
Zoom!
So we're just gonna say out loud, goals.
So I'm gonna go ahead and, unless y'all want to, deep dive into it, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward us to y'all find the boat easily enough. It's not more than an hour from where you are in the forest. Were you gonna say something, Victoria?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I was probably gonna say something, but
Alright,
this
go
can be safe for the boat as well.
All right. And looking at the time and the fact that this is it is like as she says. You get there and do you mind if I speed forward through this a little bit?
And if you like,
I'm cool with that.
Right, okay. Because this isn't a challenge. There are you are able to easily secure passage. She did overpay you, Sylvia. Take 30 extra gold.
I will add 30 divided by how many are there? 4 of us?
4.
That doesn't divide evenly.
I didn't give you clean math. I'm sorry.
Fun. I'll just put it in party funds.
Hey,
party fun.
well, I have a kitty at my feet and I didn't notice. And with that, you are on a boat traveling upstream to your next adventure. So the reason I wanted to fast forward it is it's now downtime, and you basically have 3 days to. We're gonna go one day at a time, but you have 3 days on a boat. There's like a couple other passengers with you, like one guard who you know, I mean, he's got a weapon.
Do they allow
no one-
our weapons on board?
Yeah. They're fine with whatever you take. It's more like they don't expect much trouble on the way up there. You in fact see other boats going around. Like this is a pretty popular lake and river, so it's not even like they're the only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a caravan. They're not going with other boats at this moment, but it's not a dangerous route as far as they're concerned. But yeah, you have 3 days worth of downtime. Does anyone want to go first? Or I know Louis, you said you were gonna do some talking, so.
I was gonna do a little bit of talking.
Yeah.
I actually need to talk to Mel. So wherever she is, I'm just gonna walk up to her.
Oh.
Hey, Mel. I need to talk to you for a moment.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. What's up?
God, this music is so happy and cheery.
I can change it. Hold on. What tone are they going for, buddy? Why can't I see my mouse? Oh, my mouse stopped working. That's. Oh no.
We're stuck on this music for the rest of the game. I don't know how much you know, but the claw now knows your name. And as someone who used to work for them, they can get a lot of information just off your name alone.
Yeah, but they only know my old name, right?
I close my eyes and shake my head no.
Well, not the first time I've gotten rid of an identity.
They're probably gonna find that too.
Yeah, the Claw's not the greatest people to have as an enemy, right?
I've never been targeted like that. I've been recruited more so. I've done my job and I left. I I don't know what they're capable of, but I know they're capable of a lot now.
Well, it's your fault they know my name, so you're just gonna have to keep me safe, right? We got this. It's just an organization that is known for doing a lot of shit, but we'll be fine.
uh Louis is just gonna give have a smile, pat her on the back. Yeah, we do got each other's back. And then I'm just gonna walk away.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, who wants to take the first day of downtime? Who wants to go first? Is Lumi, what are you doing with that day? Do you what you up to? On a boat.
I'm just thinking.
We can does anyone have anything ready?
I didn't know we were just gonna be talking.
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, V, what is Sylvia doing in her downtime?
Working out.
Okay. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, just doing a lot of yoga.
Yeah, cleaning up notes at some point, probably when she gets bored, flipping through the books that she bought at the festival.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, you go through and you remind yourself and like you practice those really difficult Alihan declensions that are, something else. You refresh yourself on everything you found and everything you know. I mean, not everything, but brush up on your
Yeah.
Why did everything just close?
Everything closed?
Like everything. Hold on, I'm fixing it. Why didn't it?
What?
What the fuck? Hold on, I'm fixing things. Give me a second. Everything like everything minimized and then.
Oh, were you fucking around with moving your window? Because
I didn't
Windows
do
does that.
anything.
Oh.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, cool. Looking for the kitty who she's left. Anyway, so Mel, what does Mel do with her first day off in a while?
Mostly meditating and exercising and.
Okay, yeah. Meditating,
Do yoga
exercising,
with
centering
Sylvia?
yourself. Yeah. Do you exercise with Sylvia or do y'all separate?
I don't know. I feel like our exercises would be different.
I try
I
to
mean,
teach you some balancing and
No, I can imagine like Sylvia's doing yoga and then Mel just like gets down and does like one-handed push-ups.
oh well, I could do those too, but
hold on.
Wow, the most physically strongest people in our party.
what?
Nothing.
There we go.
Yay!
On a boat.
Motherfucker.
Lonely Island. Lonely Island intensifies.
No, that's a vintage
Throwback!
reference.
Andrew, what is Sotak
Wait,
doing?
Actually, wait.
Oh yeah, actually,
Ashley. Yeah, maybe. Oh.
What'd she do with her time off?
Alright. I'm gonna get the group together.
Oh boy. Yeah?
Alright, y'all. Clearly, we are having some issues with trust around here. So I propose we talk to each other, honestly, in a zone of truth.
Well, that's a move.
Sozak's gonna have some reservations about doing that.
Well, I'm an open book. I haven't lied about anything.
I'm literally just having Dispel Magic prepared.
Now, obviously, we don't all agree. So, does anyone have any problems with it?
Are you casting Zone of Truth?
Not yet, but soon if we agree.
But like I said, I'm up for it. I have nothing to hide.
I've met y'all.
Pointedly at Louis.
Do you trust us?
Sozak responds, I suppose that makes two of us. And I look over, I kind of eye up everybody.
Can I insight check that comment?
Yeah. You can insight anything you want.
Well, I will do so. Hold on, let me make sure I have the right things open.
I'm
so
literally
that I don't
gonna
have to.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna
By the
punch
way,
that
how do
roll.
y'all feel about going a little late tonight?
It depends on how late.
Yeah, Robert has work.
Like maybe an extra 30 minutes?
That can
Oh,
work.
fuck.
Oh,
super
yeah,
roll.
buddy. Buddy, what were you thinking?
Sozak has a lot of things to hide.
We already knew that.
Not a surprise.
Yeah.
You know, on a 23, give her a little more.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It doesn't have to be much, just a little more.
So, he'll tell you the circumstances of how he met Vance and what he did that led to him meeting Vance. Like, he doesn't want that to come out.
Fair enough. So something with Vance is a mystery with Sozak. Or a secret.
I don't need to know your whole life story. I just need to know that I can trust you, that our life stories continue on as a group. You know, not killing each other or going behind each other's back for the claw.
He nods his head vigorously. Yes, I can agree to that.
I feel
And
like
he
this
sits
meeting.
down.
I feel like this meeting is targeted.
Why?
It's an intervention.
All you have to do is answer whatever questions you feel comfortable answering while within the zone of truth.
This seems
Yeah,
less.
Bonowl, that's all it takes.
This seems less like a meeting and more like an interrogation.
Oh, Robert, did you hear what Sylvia just said, by
Wait,
the
what
way?
did she say?
Sylvia, go ahead and repeat yourself, because that was important.
I said, yeah, Bonowl, that's all it takes.
I'm just gonna shoot her like a little bit of a mean look. The best look, the best way I can describe this look is like you think you have it all figured out.
That's fair.
So okay. This is what this is really about.
I mean, we all know Sozak has secrets. At
I
least they
need
don't
to know
involve
it's a
claw.
big secret. I literally just want to make sure that our goals are aligned, and I want to magically ensure that is true.
What fucking goals do we have?
Well, you know what?
I
This
know
is
my
a good
goals.
time for a team meeting anyways, because you know what? That's a good question.
Look, what I was doing involved none of y'all.
Well, I think it did involve us, since we were involved.
You did jeopardize the sanctity of the mission.
Says the person that went uninvisible.
Look, there's a difference between tripping and purposely going for your own goals.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We did the job, right?
Yes.
If I wasn't there, they probably would have gone down in the basement. Who knows? They would have attacked you. Who knows? All I know is we got the group quote unquote goal done, and I got my own personal business done.
I just need to know that your personal business won't get in the way of the group in the future.
Well, as long as you don't backstab me.
It's fair.
And I do
Goodness,
things like,
Yeah.
Oh,
questioning us,
but-
backstabbing you. Isn't that what the claw does? Isn't it kind of in the name?
No, it's a business. It's
Is it? Is it a business?
illegal does not mean a business.
Wait,
I mean, Mel, he's hard to read.
Yeah.
Is someone inciting me?
He's getting grilled by Sylvia. That's what you pick up.
So okay, well, so wait, who was saying what?
am I aware that they know Mel now?
I don't.
No.
No,
'Cause
okay.
that only happened because Louis failed to keep it off of his mind.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
he went and approached Mel personally, so privately, so no, you wouldn't know that.
Look, I'm not here to kill y'all, get information. I'm not here to come up with this big scheme to leave y'all broken homeless. I'm just here. I'm a fashion designer. I found this rapier on the side of a road. This adventuring stuff was not for me until like a month ago.
So what's a fashion designer doing working for the Claw?
That's a good question.
It is, isn't it?
She's
I
just,
thought
like,
so
genuinely-
too.
Hey, we had common interest at a certain point in my life in which we had to complete common goals. I did my job. I left. And now
Stop with the vague bullshit.
Oof.
Louis shuts the fuck up for a second.
Damn.
I mean, what is the harm in telling us the truth? Because if you don't tell us the truth, we're going to sit here and think that you are going to stab us in the back the first chance you get.
I am not trying to stab anyone in the back.
Then tell us the truth.
I'm calling in a favor from the Claw. It is not. You can stay here. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to complete this favor and get whatever I need to be done. That is none of your business. It does not
But
involve
considering that
you.
we're all traveling together.
Listen. I was in a bad point. I needed to finish college. That's it. I didn't
You know,
have.
I would feel a lot more comfortable with this conversation in a zone of truth.
Oof.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mel, I will shatter that zone of truth.
You hear from the distance, please don't kill the boat!
Why are you so secretive? Why
Why are you so fucking nosy? Especially you. And he points towards Sylvia.
I don't like not knowing information.
Okay, listen. Fine. You want to know? Okay, listen. It's not even that serious. Okay? I'm trying to find my ex. That's it.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
What's the answer?
What are
Oh,
you
so it's
doing
all
right
for
now?
love.
Look, all I need to know, if it was us or your ex, which would you do?
My ex.
All right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you.
I met y'all a month ago.
Well, considering that we've almost died together a good 3 or 4 times, I feel like that counts for a little more, but is what it is.
It's his ex. You know, you can't really. You know, there's probably some stuff there. as long as I know where his goals align, I really don't care what the bullshit, in between is.
Look, I am willing to help with your dungeon. If you can help me find my ex.
Well, we're probably a better bet than the fucking Claw. Can't believe you got mixed
At
up
least
with
you
them
can
in the
trust
first
us.
place.
I don't have any ulterior motive. I'm not going to ask anything back from you. Just honesty. And not working for the fucking Claw.
They actually have some great benefits
So
if you're compliant.
Sozek chuckles at that.
He's just down in the corner like, please don't put down the zometry.
Listen.
Sorry.
I say, listen, in my world, there is no good or evil. There's only profitable and time wasting.
Oh jeez.
I got things that need to be done. Whether it's you or the Claw, I don't care which.
See, that's what concerns me.
I'm not gonna fucking kill y'all to find my ex.
Well, you said if it were profitable. What if it were profitable?
Sozek steps forward. He's going to defend Louis in this situation.
Mhm.
He says, from everything we've seen so far, Louis is here to help us. He's one of the gang. And he's just trying to make a case for Louis pretty much. Like there's no reason to mistrust him, seeing how he hasn't acted against us yet.
Well, he did a little bit. But
How was it against you? I'm
You
sorry I
jeopardized
stabbed you.
our mission to find info on your ex.
I didn't jeopardize anything.
We had it free and clear, and you decided to push it forward.
Push what forward? How did I push
Your
the mission
agenda.
forward?
You decided to stay with them. You decided to talk more, even though they know mind magic. You didn't leave whenever it was clearly, possible. I'm just saying you jeopardized the mission, and I just know that knowing that you're going to do that in the future is helpful.
So we don't
Yes, I
send.
guess it's-
Good thing. So we don't send you for stealth missions. The person who became uninvisible. And again, I'm sorry for stabbing you, but the outcome is still the same. We got the mission is done. We're out. We're getting out of this country and doing whatever fucked up thing Zyle wants us to do.
It's not really that fucked up. It's just exploring some old ruins. But I digress.
That doesn't sound fun to me. I understand it's your passion. I was literally born. I was born and raised in the capital. The only reason I left the capital was for concerts. I don't do old ruins.
What if it's profitable?
Also, not doing old ruins sounds like a weird line whenever you're going to find your ex.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Can you do me a
You
favor?
take one point of psychic damage. No,
Can
I'm
you,
doing
can you like
something
legit
fine.
roll fucking
Yeah,
vicious
this is
lottery?
fire damage.
This is what we in the game call the ego whip.
Mel got that fire.
Yeah, Louis is literally just gonna stop everything and just look at Mel. Just a little bit hurt. Just a little.
Alright, that might have been too far, but
Sozak snickers and he turns to Louis and says, "You have to admit that one was pretty good."
I miss him. He's gonna get sad. He's gonna get sad.
Oh, he's so sad.
Well, like I said, I am willing to help you.
Yeah, I don't mind helping you. That's like to find out what kind of person would date Louis, anyways. Be kind of interesting.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm
totally curious. You know.
I'm literally a changeling. I can be whatever you want. But I digress.
Okay.
Yes, anyways, to continue onwards from that.
Would you say that's probably about the end of the group conversation, or is there more that y'all want to discuss together?
Does anyone have anything else they want to put on the table? I have no secrets.
So about those dark circles that were following Sozak.
Oh yeah, that other important.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again to see if I see it.
You don't. You don't see anything. You see like the normal magical items that you all have, but you don't see.
I look out in the water to see if I see anything magical, just in case, because I'm bored.
Make a perception check.
Ah, fuck.
Wait.
I mean, what did you expect?
17?
I mean, it's lots and lots of trees.
Fish.
Yeah, you see a couple fish. They're not magical, but they're there. See a monkey.
Get monkey.
A bird
Monkey!
goes by. Okay! Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
He lays something at the boat, but it doesn't get there.
So yeah, after that whole shebang, he's gonna turn around like, yeah, he's clean. No one's following him.
I look around in a paranoid fashion.
No one's following you, buddy. At least not magically.
I give a quick
Well, not right now, anyways.
He gives a rotten chuckle.
Well, what about you, Mel? Anything you want to put on the table?
No, I put pretty much it all out there. I like to know.
That's what they all say.
I mean, if you guys have any information or any questions of me, I'm willing to be more open. But
So, what was that name that you gave?
Absia.
Care to elaborate on that one?
Before I was a righteous paladin, hoping to bring everyone to, the good side and happiness, I may have been a not so righteous. Well, no, still just as righteous. Just the retribution was not redemption, but a blade. Let's just put it like that.
Fair enough.
So you're redeeming yourself through a sword.
No, I did. Now I'm redeeming others.
Why are you muted?
We can't hear you, B. B, come back!
I believe in her. It's okay.
Not yet. Your thing is lighting up?
No. Hey! Yes. We can hear you. Okay. Alright. Continue. What were you trying to say?
Uh-oh. Oh,
Don't
sorry.
worry
I don't
about it.
remember.
You forgot.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
So we were talking about, redemption in her sword. Okay, so it sounds like you worshipped one god and then now you worship another.
Close enough, yeah.
Doesn't that piss him off or something?
A little bit. I may have some enemies. I'm sure you do as well.
None of them are god.
It's not technically a god. It's fine.
Should we worry about this?
No, it has nothing to do with you guys.
Well, you
Right.
have to do with us now.
Okay, well, I have a goddess on my side now, so we are more than fine. It all evens out, you know?
That makes me more concerned.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
there
Oh.
he is.
No, what
No,
happened?
no.
Is the
Hey.
stream still up?
Hey, you back with us?
Hello.
What happened?
Hello.
Hello.
I really hope
Okay,
the stream is still up.
continue.
I don't pretend to
Correct.
know anything about divinity or the gods.
We can
So-
discuss about it if you wish. It's quite interesting.
Not really.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Um,
Mr. Fabric. Oh, I like this color. Goes with that one.
Hey, at least when I put colors together, that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
did we lose someone?
Yeah,
lost
Hey, internet,
Scar.
could we not? Could we not, internet? Please?
Come
Alright,
on,
too bad.
internet.
I kind of heard
Welcome
what
back.
you said, but I'm not 100%.
I would say yes. At least when I mix colors together, they make sense. Unlike most of these.
All right, let's move on.
Well, yeah, let's not get into this one. That sounds like a great plan or course of action.
So, you separate. Louis, what do you do with the rest of your day that's not talking to your party members?
No.
Put some gaudy fabrics together.
Go. I will.
You could work on designing things.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at my inventory right now.
Oh, Mel, I assume you're not wearing your armor since you're just chilling and exercising?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is
So
that
you're
gonna be relevant?
Working on design? I don't know. Probably
Hold on.
not. It's fine.
I have harpy feathers. I have 5 long normal feathers. I have 6 blue. Blue and purple doesn't even go together that well.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get back to that. Think about it. So Zach, what are you doing
I'm going to do some
after
meditating,
this conversation?
as well as
Okay.
exercise with Sylvia, if she's cool
Yay!
with it.
Hey!
Everybody's exercising.
Alright! Are Melissa, are you exercising with the group? Is this a group chill?
Sure.
I try to teach some like fighting moves, like how to like
Ooh,
properly
cool.
dodge and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
You know, to
yeah.
help when you close combat.
Also,
Uh,
your video is like forever loading on my screen.
Oh, it's
Uh-oh.
working on mine. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
on your
working on
end.
mine too.
I'm just up to refresh and yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, you might need to refresh. Alright, I'm gonna wait. Where's Louis? Are you back?
I'm right here. What?
Okay, wait. I thought you were refreshing.
No.
But, oh, there. Okay, she's there. Okay. So, y'all are chilling, hanging out. Louis, probably up on top because that's where the light is, and there's a couple chairs that you're able to sit and watch the more athletic members of your party go at it. Mel and Sylvia, you're talking about like actually trying to get Mel to dodge a thing. It's not going well, but you're trying, damn it.
Yeah, I teach
And as
Sozak
you're doing
some
that,
punches.
so Zach, you're like practicing the punches Sylvia was showing you.
I lead
and,
everyone through group yoga.
Everyone's
Up
there
early
for
the next
yoga.
morning.
I will literally
And-
sit out.
So Zach, you feel it's strange. You're like, oh, maybe I pulled something, because you feel a very sharp pain
Uh-oh.
in the
Oh,
small
no.
of your back. And then, no, that's much more serious than that.
Oh god. I flopped to the deck.
Well, you
Oh,
can't do that
shit.
quite yet, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Everybody roll initiative for me, please.
Oh god damn it!
Oh, monster attack!
Is this have we had a long rest since yesterday's stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you did have a long rest since yesterday's stuff.
I meant like since yesterday's talk, because I want to take off Zone of Truth from my spells, but
No,
okay. Still.
no, it is not. It was.
Dang it.
It was not.
Oh no! Oh no! Workers.
Why can't I move it? Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Oh no!
Damn.
Well, really focusing on that dex building.
It's fine. I like to see how the battle goes before I get involved, you know?
Test
Take
out
it
the
all
waters. Also, so it's like you're
let's
taking damage for
see.
some reason. Ow. Wait, I thought I updated my player sheet.
That could go away. Well, I guess I should roll for the poor commoners, huh?
Oh no!
Not the commoners.
The commoners attacking us.
No, they just get an initiative.
Wait, why are the commoners getting involved?
Oh no! I've
They
seen.
can run
I've seen,
around.
I've seen your stat
Alright,
block. A thumbtack could kill you.
Alright. So, you feel a sharp pain in your back as a figure appears behind you.
Shit.
And you feel magic coalesce around your form just as the pain hits. Oh, let's see how this does.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not right. Oh, wait, yes, okay. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I don't like that
It
stuff.
feels like falls dead.
No!
Don't
And
hold
the
back.
knife, the sword digs deep, and Sylvia, you see a sword point come out the front of Sozak's chest.
Oh yeah, the group bonding whole thing, so yeah. Bye, Sozak. No.
Okay, let's see what this is a critical hit, y'all.
Oh no!
Oh, dude, if that's a rogue, you're absolutely fucked.
Exit
Okay.
wound.
Let's
Exit
see.
wound.
So, let me do some math.
Oh no!
21 plus
21.
doubles. Okay, let's see. Oh, and two.
You never had a chance.
Take 51 points of
Oh no,
you're
he's
piercing
down.
damage.
I've got
kidding
40,
me?
30
Ooh.
hit points.
So, Zach,
I'm at
as
-10.
you hear in your ear a whisper as you lose consciousness. Hello, Father.
Oh shit!
Oh, what?
There it is.
Or just fucking kill him and then whisper to him, "Hello, father." Oh,
Oh
that was easy.
no.
And then she takes her rapier and you see it disappear and stab one more time
Oh,
into your
Oh.
back.
okay,
Make
okay.
two
Hey,
death
yo.
saving throws.
Okay.
That's a fail. That's 2 fails, right?
What is that? A D20?
No, that's 2 failed death
no,
saves.
it's
No, that's
two
two
automatic failures. But it is your turn first, so I do in fact need you to roll
Oh no! Please roll
1d20.
above a 10.
Yo, this is
Uh-oh.
already stupid.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh
What the fuck is this song?
Did you just lose Sozak?
Hit and run?
I'm still here.
No, no.
Sozak falls before you, the life leaving his eyes as the blade does its dirty work, being pulled out
Later.
from his back. Celia, it's your turn.
Avenge me!
So it's like, you're not supposed to talk whenever you're dead. Come on. You're just laying there
hold
going,
on.
avenge me!
I'll just for a hit and run. So I just want y'all to take in the first lyric of this song, by the way.
Can we just take in the surprise round where literally someone just died?
Yeah, question. Hold on.
Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, or no, wait. Oops. What's your question?
Is it a bonus action to give a healing potion to someone else, or is that an action?
No, that's a full action.
He's dead.
Yes, well. Shit. Hold on, sorry, I'm checking what all I can do.
Snowzack lies before you. A cloaked figure.
Yeah, sorry.
Red hair coming out, peeking out from the cloak. You see a blindfold covering her eyes and a tattoo of an eye on her forehead, just peeking out from underneath it.
Fuck it. I'm running up. And then, bop bop. And then bop bop again.
Alright, roll some attacks.
Because I have, 2 attacks, right? Hold on,
Yes.
sorry.
Well, you should have 2 attacks and then a bonus action attack, and then you could make that a flurry blows for a 4th attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, actually, wait. Hold
Roll
on,
to hit?
sorry.
Yeah?
Yeah, just rolling to hit. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit. Unfortunately, you don't get that crit, but a 19 does hit.
So 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then
you hit.
then I
slam into her flesh.
pop again. I'm guessing a 9 does or 10 doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, sorry. No, it's just 6 damage. That plus 4 is for the crit.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you for being honest.
Then so then flurry of blows. So 2 more hits. Does a 24 hit?
That does hit.
Okay, 5 more points of bludgeoning damage. And then another hit. Does a 17 hit?
That hits. Yep.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
She seems to be completely ignoring you. She's definitely taking the hits, and you can feel your fists impacting, but she doesn't even turn or flinch away.
Would I have been able to be
completely
here?
focus on what she's doing?
Oh no.
To where?
Oh no.
No,
where?
you can't move outside. You can't stand on top of Sozak.
But positioned in front of. If he's down.
I'm gonna say no.
Well,
okay.
Dead
then
bodies
could I stay
are
there and
technically
hit from a diagonal?
Yes. That's
okay. Then yeah, I'm here.
All right.
That's my action.
That's your action and your bonus action.
Yep.
Your turn's over? Okay.
Yes.
It's her turn. And she completely ignores you, goes down, turns his body over, and takes out her rapier and starts carving into his chest.
That's a little rude.
This has gotten so dark. This song does not match.
Oh, whoops. That was my beat.
Here you go. And as she does so, she starts saying, she starts speaking. Ceaseless Watcher, turn your gaze upon this wretched soul and drag him from the darkness and into your sight.
You already killed
And that's her turn. The commoners run away.
Oh,
They're all gonna get down below deck. They're no longer part of this. It's fine.
they're going below deck. I thought they were just jumping off the fucking boat. Like, this is your boat now.
Louis, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck me. I wonder. Wait, detect magic has been lasts for an hour. Oh wait, that was the next day, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, this is that same day. Roll a luck check above a 10. It's still up.
Oh man, I gotta roll flat d20s now. Okay, there we go. Come on, man. Go.
All right, it's still up.
Oh, so what's magic on her?
So she, you can see her, her tattoo, the tattoo on her forehead glowing very fiercely in an ominous purple color. You see a ring around her finger. And you see that her, and that's it. That's it. She has a ring and a tattoo.
Huh.
Question for back when it was my turn. Was there any sort of reaction from anything around me when this happened?
What do you mean? What are you looking for?
Victoria has meta knowledge.
Yeah.
Sylvia has an eye tattoo that is titled something the Watcher.
When she started chanting about the ceaseless Watcher, you felt a reverberation coming from your tattoo, and it zoomed in on her.
Okay. Noted. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's Louis' turn. It's your turn.
Louis is still a little bit shocked, but as she's chanting, it's just like, you should be talking to me, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
Okay. What's that, DC?
Come on, load. Oh, it's not 11.
Yeah,
15,
no, it's
15.
Isn't it 15? Yeah. It's a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
So you do damage, but you can feel, when your magic tries to penetrate her mind, you feel this unending determination almost block the magic.
Shadow you.
How much damage was that?
What?
How much damage was that? 13?
God, it has rolled so many 2s and 1s. Yeah, 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, they take half of that.
Okay, right.
Well, that
so... Right.
Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action. I look at Sylvia and say, "Kill this fuck," and I'm gonna give her a bardic inspiration.
Oh, how much is it?
So 1d8.
All right.
1d8. All right.
So, is there a chance I could just heal Sozak up?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh man, that crit, y'all. Well, no, I guess that didn't have much to do with it. It was you had 1 death saving. You know what? You know what? It's because Sozak went first in initiative.
Yep.
Anyway, so Melissa, yeah, it is your turn.
I am going to attempt to hold person. Well, first I'm going to use my bonus action to put on my armor.
Okay, yeah, done. Armored up.
And
I'm not going to switch out your mini if that's alright.
boom, hold person. targeting the bitch.
Okay. Yeah. Now what's your DC? Oh, well, doesn't matter. I assume a 20 beats it.
Yeah.
Sorry. You feel her. You also attempt to hold her with your magic, and you can feel this mind completely focused on one goal, completely shrug off your magic.
Well, that sucks. I tried my best, guys. Your turn.
Oh no, Discord went down. There we go.
Sylvia, it's your turn.
Yeah. I take a moment to unbutton my shirt just a little bit so that the tattoo is visible.
All right, that's a free action.
Yeah.
You can feel it almost burn as she continues speaking.
Over here, you fucking bitch. And then I pop, pop, pop. 3 more hits.
Pop, pop, pop.
You also got that bardic inspiration.
I know.
Yeah,
Hold
let's
on,
see
let
how
me make
she
sure. Okay. 26?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 6 points of damage. 23?
Yeah.
Okay. 9 points of damage.
All right. You can see her taking damage. And you can still, she is refusing to focus on you. She is laser pointed on Sozak's corpse.
Okay, and then one more. I'm guessing that one doesn't hit.
Does not hit. No.
But I am going to use Stunning Strike.
All right. Yeah.
So she has to make that a con save.
Con save. Okay.
Don't remember what my DC is.
I think 14?
Either 14 or 15.
Either way, she doesn't make it. She is completely ignoring you, and using that ability of just like her unflinching movement to find exactly the right pressure point, you feel her still in the carving of the giant eye she's trying to draw on Sozak's chest.
Draw is putting it lightly, but
Draw is putting it like carve. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
yes.
I forget. It ends at the end of your next turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. So she is unable to move, and she just gives a wordless scream of frustration and anger. And she also, and I forgot to mention this last time, you see some of her wounds starting to close over just the tiniest bit. Louis, it's your turn.
Ah, shit. I can't give myself bardic inspiration.
Give it to Sozak.
I mean, Mel's there.
I'm gonna give it to the dead guy.
I mean, you could try.
Oh my god, I keep getting like the wrong spells. She hasn't really attacked anybody, has she?
I mean,
well,
besides for the obvious.
Besides for the obvious. I just know she's not being on the defensive.
Also, she's frozen.
Did I also see Sylvia unbutton her shirt?
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna say
my back
make a
is to
perception
him.
check. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no. It's just too much going on. It would have to be passive, and I don't think your passive perception is that high.
I don't know what to do here.
Could you
So
do that?
you know what? Louise can't do that. God, he has a -3. Oh my god. I was gonna try to pin her down, but I have a -3 in strength. So I'm gonna spend another bardic inspiration to cast Mantle of Inspiration. Oh wait, I'm level 6, right?
We're level. Are we 6 or 7?
We're 6.
Okay.
6?
Yes, 6. Don't listen to me.
I thought I had an ability. I gotta figure out what it's called. Wait, hold on.
I think that more has to do with charming people.
No. How do I get Mantle of Majesty? I should get that level.
I mean,
oh, at 6th level.
well,
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration to cast Mantle of Majesty.
all right. What does that do?
Is not added. Spend to use my bardic inspiration. You gain the ability to cloak yourself in fey magic that makes others want to serve you. As a bonus action, you can cast Command without spending a spell slot. You take on the appearance.
And is this take your action or bonus action to use to put up the mantle?
You gain an ability to cloak yourself for 1 minute. I'll just spend a bardic inspiration, but now I can use for 1 minute. I can cast Command as a bonus action. And
features and traits. Mantle of Inspiration. No, it's Mantle of Majesty, right?
yeah, I'm gonna.
Creatures charmed automatically fail saving throws against command you cast with this feature. But so you use your bonus action to cast Mantle of Majesty. What are you using your action for?
No, it's I spend a bardic inspiration to do
It's as a bonus action.
Is that as a bonus action?
Yeah.
I thought I could do it on the same turn. That's counter charm. I have counter charm? God damn it.
It's not as good as you think it is. I'm gonna say I've allowed it before. If you use your action, you can use your action to do bonus actions. Since it's just
as a bonus,
wasting...
you take on the appearance.
Nope. I just put it in the D20 chat. Hold on.
Once per long rest as a bonus action, you can cast Command without expending a spell slot.
Oh.
I thought it was a bardic inspiration. During this time.
No, it's just free.
Oh, for 1 minute, or until my concentration ends.
So the first time you use Mantle of Inspiration, you do get to cast the command. And then that's just your bonus action, and then you can continuously do it for 1 minute, as long as you're not using concentration for other things, to cast command again as bonus actions.
I'm not.
So are you casting command?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Command Halt.
Halt?
Yes. So yeah, you don't move and you take no actions.
Well, let's see. That is Wisdom saving throw?
Yep. Come on.
What's your DC?
I think it's still just 15. Is it based off my charisma?
Alright, you run into that same resistance that everyone else has been running into. It does not take. But you still have your action.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of this. I'm gonna cast Shatter at 3rd level.
Okay. I presume at the back of the boat where you're not getting anyone else.
Oh fuck, I forgot about the boat.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How angry
And
is
you have
Louis?
Dissonant Whispers too.
How
And
angry
Tozak is dead on the ground.
Huh.
She also can't save.
She can't save.
Oh, well, it's a Wisdom saving throw, right?
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, it's not a Dex save. Yeah, if you have a Dex save, now would be the time to hit her with it. It's also, I think, automatically crits if you do a melee attack right now. Right? That's what stun does.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just
Mel.
I'm gonna walk up and pull out my rapier, and I'm gonna stab it. I'm gonna stab it down in the same fashion.
All right. Hey, guess what? I gave you a rapier button.
You finally gave me a rapier. Oh,
I finally
bless.
gave you a rapier. Oh, I forgot about that too.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But yeah, you don't need to roll, right? Because it's...
No,
He
have
does. He
I
just
still
has
have to.
advantage. Yeah, and you miss.
It's just in my foot, right? It's.
All right.
I can just imagine it in my foot, but I'm
You
just
don't
like
hit
stuck
yourself,
for a
but it-
second.
Oh my god. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Melissa, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna cast as a bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Alright, good call. Yeah.
And then I'm going to strike her with my.
Alright.
What about you can't stand on Sozak.
Yeah, but I'll allow, like, here. You're, like, on the edge of the boat, but that's a valid spot.
You grind it like
Just
Tony
jump on the
Hawk.
side. Aha! Pirate attack!
Ah!
You
The
fail.
monk didn't go there. It's the paladin in heavy armor. But it's fine. That's a valid spot. You're kind of like encroaching on that, but like she's like half in that spot already because she's like carving onto his corpse. So you know, that's something. Yeah. Roll to hit. With advantage.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about which weapon I should be using. The Lightbreaker is more likely to hit, but it does less damage, right?
I believe so. Yes. It is also like it gets good against undead, and versus your sword, which doesn't have like any magical properties, but does a little bit more damage. When I think it's a 1d8 versus 2d6. Is that right?
No, it's a 1d6 is what you said.
Right. Right. I didn't give you a button yet, did I? Mace. Let's look that up. 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
What's it called? Lightbringer, right?
So I'm
Did
just
you?
use my great axe.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that you hit her, and not only was previously ignoring everyone else attacking her, but is also now stunned from the fist of your monk.
Wait. I'm going to use a smite level 1 as well.
All right. This is an auto crit, by the way.
Wait,
Just
what?
so you know.
I thought it was a
Yeah, because she's stunned. You get both.
Okay, well never mind then. I'm going to use a smite level 2.
Good choice.
All right. Yeah, roll that for me. Hey, do me another favor.
Wait. No, it's not an auto crit.
Wait, is that paralyzed?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
It's just
sorry.
they have
Okay.
Okay, I'm
advantage.
going to use a smite level 1.
Yeah, it's a smite. It's a smite. Do me a favor. She
Yeah.
counts as undead.
Oh wait,
Get that
she
extra.
does?
She does.
Yeah, so I think it automatically does double damage or something, or it does something on
No,
their end.
he gets she gets an extra. Oh yeah, it's not advantage. I think it's let me look it up. But she counts as undead, and I think you get an extra roll of smite. Let's look at this.
Yeah, I think it's an extra d6.
Y'all, we came together
When
to
you
curb stomp this
hit
road.
plus 1d8 against undead or fiends. So get that extra d8.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, she's gone again. Oh, I'm gone again. Oh,
Cast it at second level, even though it's actually first level because it's an
hello,
extra d8.
stream. Is the stream up?
That's fair. So okay, so that's
Oh.
15 plus 3d8. So is that? Did you roll second level to get the extra d8, or were you actually
Yeah, you
casting
can
it
hover over and it says 3d8, so it's first level.
Okay. And then do you please roll your hunter's mark damage? Roll a 1d6. All right. So that's
35
a
damage total.
35 damage. You take a hefty chunk out of. You slash into the arm that's holding the sword and like
And I'm gonna swing
dig
again.
into her short blade. And
Does a 13 hit?
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
All right, Sylvia, it's your turn. This is the last turn in the turn order where she's stunned.
I think doesn't she still have to save again?
No, it ends at the end of your next turn. They last 1 round.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay. 3 more bops with advantage.
Yeah, get her.
1. Damn it. Wait, I have an inspiration.
Yeah, you don't hit, so you want to use it.
Plus 7, so
Yeah,
22.
that's enough.
10 points of damage.
So 10 points of damage. All right, she's starting to. You see a lot
Wait,
of.
isn't she still prone? Wouldn't it still be crit? Wouldn't it still crit or no?
No,
Oh.
it's not a crit.
No.
Oh, she's stunned, not paralyzed. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. This one did
you
crit,
see
though.
she's starting. Ooh, yeah. Okay, how much is that in it? 15?
I also rolled max damage, so yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So Sylvia, you're fucking angry.
Yeah.
You're fucking pissed.
And another one. Oh.
And you dig into her. Oh.
Oh my
Anyways,
god.
continue.
And you're so encompassed by rage that you punch through and you can feel her ribs breaking under your fists. Through her back. I don't know. Look, don't look at me like that. I never promised medical accuracy. But you're so encompassed by that rage that you don't. Your other fist just flails wildly, missing completely. All right.
Fair.
Is
Yeah.
that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Finally free of the stun, she coughs up blood, but still determined. She holds her blade, not looking, not moving from her task. Endless hunt. Turn your fangs onto this monster and consume my prey. As she finishes off, the carving of the eye into Sozak's chest, and you see bite marks start to appear on his arms and blood soak from his sleeves, despite, that shouldn't happen, but it sure is.
Can I suggest we get a doggo? I want a doggo.
You have a doggo.
Yes, please, doggo.
We don't need the dog. What are we
We
doing?
need a doggo.
Oh,
It's been.
I think it's been 3 days, yeah.
Oh, it's been 3 days? Okay, cool.
I think. You're supposed to
it
be keeping
definitely
track of that.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because we did the first.
Oh, right, yeah.
We went to. Okay, yeah.
Been 3 days. But that's what she does for your turn. And she's kneeling down and almost like leaning on her sword as she does this, but you can sense a fire still within her. Louis, it's your turn.
Oh. Shit. Only have one of these left. Louis gonna hope this is correct. He is going to put his he's gonna get behind the woman and see if he. Do you remember? Have anyone watched the ending of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what he does to the Fire King?
Spoilers.
I don't really remember that well. You're gonna have to actually like describe it.
Let me see. So he is going to grab the head and fuck it. He's just gonna cast the spell magic on the tattoo.
Hey! Wait!
All right,
Wait.
roll that. Yeah.
Wait, he's not looking at me, is he?
I do
No,
know
not
the
your tattoo.
I do know the ring and the tattoo are magical, so it's a 50-50 shot here.
Wait, on me or on her?
On her tattoo.
On her.
Okay. I was like,
I just run
All
up.
right.
Sorry, Sylvia.
Sorry, Sylvia. I can't do this. This is.
All right, roll that Arcana check.
Really for comedy.
Oh, is
You
it
need.
Arcana?
Yeah, it's above 3rd level. I'm gonna say.
I didn't know it was
16.
Arcana. I thought it was just a flat
It is-
D20.
Oh no, it's not Arcana. It's a charisma check.
Oh, it's even
Flat
better.
charisma check.
Oh, so much better. Come on, baby, I'm pretty. I'm not pretty. What the fuck?
Oh, you're very pretty, but it can't save a 7. So you wrench her head back and you stare into this tattoo that looks like it's looking up at you, and it's moving around like a real eye.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
And you see her blindfold, and you try to cast your magic at it, and the eye just kind of stares it down as it is unflinching in the face of your magic, and it brushes off.
I still have a bonus action, and I am going to cast Command again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say halt once more.
Now with feeling.
Okay. It's a natural 20, so no.
Are you?
Oh man.
I've never felt so useless.
All right, Mel, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action to switch to my Lightbringer?
A free action to switch weapons. No problem.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna swing at her.
Go! All right.
My last
It's a
game.
Got a
plus
hit.
7 to hit, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a D20 plus 7.
Yes. Did I give you that? No, I haven't updated the character sheet on here. You are flanking with Sylvia, so you do have advantage. Oh no, no, you're not. Oh, you're flanking with Louis though, so you do have advantage.
Louis is finally useful in melee for once.
Hey.
Oh my
I
God.
stabbed.
And it doesn't hit.
That's okay, I get another
Oh.
swing.
Go for it. Go for it.
Didn't I kill the hag with my rapier?
Yes, you did.
Dude, alright, one last time. I swear to God. Okay.
There you go. That's a hit. That's a solid hit. So that's 2d6. One of those being radiant damage, I believe.
Okay, and I'm also gonna smite. Level 1. Again, which is second level, basically.
By the way, what kind of damage is smite? Is it radiant damage as well? Okay. Cool. So 2d6 plus 3d8 plus another d6 for Hunter's Mark. So 3d6 and 38.
Okay, do you need to know the type of damage?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, so what am I rolling again?
3d6 and 3d8. Or with that included, just 3d6. 2 from your mace and then 1 from Hunter's Mark.
I can reroll the weapon damage though, right? With my salad attacker?
Yes.
Shit,
Yes, you
I
can.
should've marked which one was which because it's a D6. Okay, I'm gonna say one of the 4s this time because there's 2 of them. So
Yeah.
you know,
I'm gonna say the 4 and 5 for the first one, then the last one was a Hunter's Mark, just for chronological. That makes sense to me. There you go. Okay, so that in total is
17 plus 15, which is 32.
15. All right. And you take your Lightbringer's mace, which glows with a holy light, as you use it, and you feel you smack her once again. How do you want to do this? Actually, how do you want to do this?
Oh shit. I'm gonna smack her straight down with the mace on her head.
All right. Okay. You crack her where Louis has still got a hold of her head. You bring the mace down into her face.
I just hold it for her.
It crunches into a crumbled mess. And as as she lies on the ground, bleeding out in these last few seconds. Just as, no, I was so close.
Can I like heal
And
her?
she
Oh, never mind.
She screams again, and then it slowly trails off as the life drains from her
As she's
body.
screaming, can I shove my rapier down her throat?
Jesus!
Well, I'm just saying, like, as she's dying, it's like, wait.
There's not actually a lot of time, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, but
like it was literally her dying breath as she was her dying
so
words
we
were.
just killed her, but we don't know who she is or why she attacked Sozak. And for all we know, Sozak was in some dumb shit.
He didn't deserve to fucking die for it, probably.
Probably not.
Probably.
But, you know, I'm not really one to kill someone randomly, but
I mean, we just killed somebody randomly.
I feel like we've done a lot of that actually, but
yeah.
But they came to us.
Well, she was doing some eyeball shit, so I'm sure she wasn't
Hold
a
on.
great person.
Before
is this conversation happening in game?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I was presuming.
No,
Oh.
I'm immediately gonna go over to
I was
Sozak,
presuming
and
no.
then I'm gonna
Okay.
second level healing word on him. Just for flavor.
Roll me a medicine check real quick.
Check for pulse.
I don't check for pulse. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what the fuck a pulse is.
I just cast healing spells. Can I stop rolling 12?
Amazing. No, the healing magic has no effects. It's
What do we do?
Well, I want to get to the bottom of this. Who is this woman?
Here,
was
Sylvia,
she doing?
investigate the body.
Oh, okay.
Melissa, come here.
Yes.
I see if you can find any religious symbols on Sozak, and I'm gonna help her.
All right, I'll do a knowledge
Well-
religion check.
roll me a medicine check.
Wait, medicine?
I was
Yeah.
trying to find religious symbols. Also, can I give?
Then an investigation check. Actually, just roll me an investigation check.
I was gonna give Melissa advantage. By helping.
Sylvia
Right.
is very stressed out.
Yes, yes. You notice his sword is missing. His sword didn't reappear when he died. But I don't know, Andrew, are you still with us? Hey,
Well,
okay,
Yep, I'm
buddy.
here. I'm around.
How you doing? Does Mel find? Do you have any easily found religious symbology on you?
Yeah. Sorry, I just saw your message. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
I have a small tattoo of the god that I once worshipped on my left ankle.
All right. Yeah. So you find. Do you know which one that is off the top of your head?
Oops. I don't. Sorry.
Okay. Good. So you find Thank you. You find a you don't find any items, but while you're looking through, you just see a small tattoo of a common religious deity of the Dales.
So wait, the religion religion is literally called the Dales.
No.
Oh.
No, it's one of the common gods. It would be like finding a tattoo of the Wild Mother or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so
but so that's exactly what it was. But you know,
is there a way to turn this
but nothing
around or something?
What?
Uh,
I look around for the ship crews. Like they'll come up in a second. Listen,
I didn't find anything on her.
did you look?
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Did you? Louis is not gonna ask that question because that's.
So you don't find anything. Oh, so okay. So I'm gonna say you find the obvious things, which are
Okay.
you see the tattoo of the eye, which you've noticed now that you're looking at her is actually gone. It has
Creepy.
disappeared. But you look up and down her arms when you pull her sleeves up. There's 2 different markings on both arms. One is like interlacing eyes all the way down to her wrist in like a line. It's almost like it's very abstract. It's just like circles with like a ribbon with like lines in the middle that make them eyeballs.
Okay.
And then her other arm is scarred up with many teeth marks that look like animal bites. And on her palms you see 2 more. You see one. You see on the same sides as the respective. You see an eye, and then you see the image of a bloody dagger on her other palm. Because Louis already spotted it, you do find a ring of I forgot. Hold on. You do find a ring that I'm gonna find the actual stats of later.
Hope she's smart enough not to touch it.
But that's about it.
I'm just kind of like sitting on the deck, like.
Well, I think first of all we should return to that city.
Sylvia, what's your passive perception?
I think it's like what is it? Hold on.
I think it's
It's
21.
much easier to find. My passive perception? Yeah, it's 21.
21.
Right, 21. Okay, yeah, that's really high. So you're staring off into the distance, trying to process what the fuck just happened. And you notice that despite Sozak, he shouldn't be moving. He's dead. You've never seen someone take a wound that grievous and live. He's not. You wouldn't swear. You know, it's hard to tell in the heat of combat, but you could have sworn he was dead. But you see his chest rise just once and then fall back down.
Wait. I like scramble over, and I check for like a pulse or something.
Give me a medicine check.
I'm not proficient, but I'm smart.
You are smart.
Yo, what is with these 12s, bro?
Alright. It's hard to tell when you're looking for it. You're scrambling to find it. You can't find it, but you don't know if that's just because you got the wrong point on the arm or if it's not really there, if you were just imagining things.
Sophia,
Louis, Mel, I swear to God, I just saw him breathe.
Okay, can I do a medicine check?
Yeah.
Advantage? Because...
Yes, you may have advantage. I assume Sylvia's trying to help.
I'm burning spell slots.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
14.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna cast...
I like the 0.
I know. It's amazing. So what were you casting, Louis?
Oh, I was gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay. So we're gonna deal with Mel. You feel the magic not take. But Mel, even that low, you don't know much about anything, but you have your hands on his chest, trying to feel for something, anything, and you just feel the slowest movement. It's not as fast as it should be. It should not be. You find his pulse and it's so slow. It is
I don't
infinitesimally
understand
slow,
all the
but
magic
it's
involved.
there.
I don't understand all the magic involved, but he's still alive. Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah. No.
Like, yeah. Louis gonna speak up. It's like, well, magic isn't healing him.
I have potions.
Magic isn't healing him. Louis is gonna pull out his Reverse kit.
All right.
Should I patch him?
I mean, it
Do
could
you have
hurt.
any medical experience?
I know how to sew.
I'm gonna use
That's
lay
not
on
an
hands.
answer.
I'm gonna use lay on
You
hands.
realize that you feel it's like. Have you ever tried to kill someone dead before, Mel? It's like
no.
your radiant energy is being sucked into a void. It's been being consumed by darkness. As you do so, as you do so, we're gonna cut there tonight. What? Because we have something to take care of on the other side. Because I'm gonna need to talk to Zach and
But he's
go through
dead.
we're gonna need to go through what he's experiencing before we continue further.
Fine. We'll just kick the corpse of the guy of whoever killed him.
Just kick him overboard.
No. We all.
Burial at sea.
And then you just go back to the Kingdom of Silence. It's just like, or to the Lion's Den.
No, we go.
Like, oh, he's off. He's finding an X. Yeah.
No, we just go. No, we go back into the city. We throw the rogue overboard, and then we go back.
Sylvia, your passive perception is 20.
Oh no, there I go again.
So
Discord
you were
sucks.
right there. Like you weren't paying attention to, and I mean she rolled. Oh my god, she had pass without a trace on. She was high stealth, so there was no chance of you seeing her. But I think it was like 39. Anyway, that's not the point. When she broke stealth, however, you were able, like, and it reflected by your high initiative, you were able to, like, you did hear her say her first words to sense.
Oh yeah,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
I knew.
Oh, buddies. Yeah, so, Andrew, we can either meet privately, one-on-one, or we can do this at the beginning of the next game. It's up to you.
Okay.
But we're gonna cut here for the rest of the party, because depending on what happens with that is gonna depend on, you know, how well it goes on the boat.
Alrighty.
Oh, Rebecca, that wasn't an answer.
I mean, I know about Revenants. What do you want from me?
Imagine watching a TV show and like right when it gets to the climax, boom, just
Two
credits.
eyes at two of y'all. I got eyes.
Did y'all have fun?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yes, I'm still streaming.
Plot twist.